I don't even know how I'm gonna edit this. This is turning into a disaster of a video.
Hey, so it is future editing me to kind of interrupt this before it really even starts. So throughout this video, I'll be looking in the right spot, and then I'll be looking slightly off to the wrong spot, because there's a little, like, cabinet in my living room, and while I was recording the screen, it looked like that was part of the edge of my iPod somehow, and so I think I kept looking at that, and then I would catch myself and fix it. So you're going to see me looking off in the wrong place a lot, and I'm going to apologize for that right now because I'm not re-recording it. Anyways, back to past me telling the story.
So I got the amazing opportunity to be a part of a body positive photo shoot that Brandy Sullivan from Little Shop of Photos was hosting. She's an amazing photographer. So I was just scrolling through Instagram one day, and I saw my friend Sydney posted this like screenshot that had some information. And at first I was like, aha, that's funny. Like, no, sweetie, no. And then I was talking to Sydney, and she's like, this would be perfect for you, like, you should do this. And I started thinking about it more and more, and it actually started to sound really fun. So I added Brandy on Facebook, and we started talking, and she added me to the group, and from there I pretty much became obsessed with this. I was looking at outfits, and I got my outfits all picked out. I was so excited for this day. So the way this was gonna work was that there was two sections of the shoot. There was a pin-up theme, and then there was a woodland theme, and then part of that had like a water section in it. And that one was supposed to be like flowy, lacy kind of feel. And I, like I said, had my outfits all picked out, and it was pretty much just time to wait for the day to come. We were supposed to have a makeup artist, but she kind of backed out last minute. But all of the women got together, and everyone was doing each other's makeup, and it actually was really awesome right from the start. So now we'll just fast forward like 3 months or whatever it was, and it was time for Sydney and I to be on our way. So we had a little bit of a drive, and by a little bit, I mean we had a drive. So we ended up waking up at like 6 in the morning. Sydney came and picked me up at 7, and then we were on our way to the adventure.
It is 6 in the morning. I'm so tired. I got like 4 hours of sleep. But we have B and Izzy supporting me and waking up. Let's get the day started.
It was a ride. It was easy. Well, it was easy for me. I didn't have to drive. But, you know, it was just a simple ride there. We got to the first location, and everything was going great. Everyone was doing their makeup, and everyone looked amazing. The support that was there immediately was unexplainable. Just having that many women in one, like, place, just all being like, you got this, like, you look beautiful, like, I love your makeup, or here, do you want to borrow this, do you want to borrow this? Like, it was crazy, and it was amazing, too. It was a lot for my little antisocial self, but quickly it became very, very comfortable and very easy to just be around all those women. It was awesome. So after getting ready and everything, it was time to put on our first pinup outfit. Now, I went for more of the rockabilly style. So my first outfit I put on because it was my least favorite of the two. We were at Historic Bridge Park in Battle Creek, Michigan. And so we were taking these pictures with the bridges, and it was amazing. And it was such a beautiful place, too. I couldn't help. I was taking pictures and videos of everything, and I was like, I love it so much! I'm pretty sure some of the girls thought I was nuts. But oh well. So we got to watch everyone get their first pictures done, and Brandy was amazing. She told us exactly what she wanted us to do, which is great for people like me who don't know how to pose and don't know how to make things look okay. And so she was amazing with that. And it was awesome seeing all the women pose. Everyone was beautiful. And it was also really cool to see everyone's interpretations of the theme. Like, it was all over the place, but everyone was so beautiful. And I think we got a really good range of sizes there. Because, like I said, it was a body positive photo shoot. And I was worried going into it that it was going to be like, oh, love yourself exactly as you are right now. Like, you're going to take these pictures and you're going to realize that you're beautiful. Which is awesome. Like, I guess I said that kind of mockingly, but that still would have been an amazing photo shoot. But I was very happy that when Brandy got up, she's like, if I see that the way you're standing gives you a double chin, I'll tell you. And she's like, if you want me to edit minor things like acne or scars out, I will. She's like, I want you to look at these photos and I want you to see the beauty that you have. I want you to feel beautiful. Like, she wasn't gonna go, like, giving us, like, all hourglass figures and, like, boobs. Like, no, it was all just little changes. And I was very happy that she said that, because that immediately made me love the picture so much more. Because having my acne gone makes a huge difference. So right away she did group pictures, and they look so good, and I love it because you can see everyone's outfits together. And then she split us off into individuals. So then some people would be grouped in pair because of outfits or because they knew each other. Like Sydney and I got some pictures together because we came together. And then she did everyone's individual pictures. And she really spent her time with each person. Like, it took a couple hours for each for each outfit, because she spends so much time and wants to make sure you get pictures that you like. And so Sydney and I were like the last one, or some of the last ones to go in that first round. We just went and changed into our second outfit, and there was like this little, like, there's a little bathroom there, and there was like stink bugs all over it. So every time we changed, we were like huddled against the wall, because Sydney and I ended up just giving up, and we're like, all right, there's one bathroom here, we're all trying to change like at the same time, so we'll just go in together. And so Sydney and I are like huddled against the wall, and she screamed one time because she found a bug on the floor. It was hilarious. But anyways, that's beside the point. So we got into the second outfit, and oh my gosh, I think everyone had the same idea as me. I was like, I'm gonna put my least favorite of the two outfits on first, because I'm gonna be all awkward and stiff, and then my favorite outfit, I'm gonna be like, boom, I'm here, ready to go. And everyone else had that idea too, because everyone's second outfits, I mean, the first outfits were amazing, but their second outfits, for the people who did more than one, they were, oh my gosh, you'll see, they're amazing. So we moved on to another area, and it was beautiful there. And Sydney and I kind of got bored, and well, my ADHD kind of kicked in, and I was like, oh, look, a tree! There's like this big branch, or not this big branch, there's this big trunk that was like hanging over. I was like, I'm gonna go climb and play on that. And Sydney came over, and she's like, I'm gonna take her picture. And she got some really beautiful pictures too, which is awesome, because I'm a person that, when I get my picture taken, and I'm sure this is common for just about everyone, I usually really don't like it. But Sydney got some really nice pictures, and so did the photographer. Like, I actually really like my pictures, which is crazy, because I wasn't expecting to say that. But so we were taking some pictures, and then we got ours done relatively fast because I was starting to get sore. I was getting all like bit up from bugs, and we're like, we want to kind of last there. We're gonna kind of jump ahead a little bit. And then we went in Sydney's car and took a nap for like an hour, so that was pretty cool. And I got people to send in some of their pictures that were their favorites from that shoot, and so I will put those up right now. Everyone looked so beautiful. Like, I was looking at everyone's pictures on the Facebook group, and I was like blown away by just like, because obviously, you know, everyone was beautiful while we're talking to each other, but seeing the way that these poses, like some of these were like strong women poses, you know, like typical kind of thing, and some of them were just nice little like quaint, cute pictures, but they brought out different sides of everyone's personality, and it was amazing. So after that, we were going to another location for the Woodland shoot. And Cindy and I somehow managed to get lost on the way. Like, we were right behind the photographer, and then they turned into a gas station, and then we were gone. But we ended up getting there. And the funny thing, too, is that these were, like, in front of parks. Both locations. Like, there was playgrounds. And so there's just all these children running around. And the second shoot, you know, again, it was like lacy and flowy, and so one route a lot of us took, including me, was like lingerie, because that worked perfectly. And it was supposed to be kind of like a fairy, like, elegant, just flowy, like, she put sparkles all over her face so the sun would, like, reflect off of them. It was a really, really nice setup for it. So it's not just like we're all like, hey, boobs! No, it was gonna be a really beautiful shoot. But, you know, we're all also walking in front of a playground, all in, like, underwear, and it made us feel quite strange. So here's where things started to take a little bit of a turn. These two girls came up, and they were probably, like, 13, around there. And they're like, hey, can you open this bottle for us? Like, we can't get it open. And so one of the girls, already suspicious, and I'm thinking nothing at this point. I'm just like, okay, whatever. And they're, like, coming right up next to me, and we're all at picnic tables trying to hide from the playground, previously mentioned. And so she opens the bottle, and just Sprite, like, power shoots out of it. Not even like it just overflowed. It shot out, so it was all over me, it was all over a bunch of other girls. And I know it's Sprite because it got in my mouth. But, so the girls are laughing, they're like, I'm so sorry, and we're like, okay, whatever, go away. I'm trying not to give them the satisfaction of being mad. So I'm like, it's okay, it's funny, like, you know, it was an accident, whatever. And then at that point, I was ready to just, like, move out. I'm like, whatever, don't care. And a lot of the other girls were getting real mad, understandably. Because the more I thought about it, I was like, yeah, that's really, really rude. We're all sitting here with our makeup done, and we're all dressing nice. Like, I somehow completely forgot about the fact that we were about to do a photo shoot when I wasn't getting mad about this. And so a lot of the women there are moms. And so the one who opened it, she goes up to those girls, and she's like, I need you to apologize. Like, you know, can you please apologize? That was very rude. That was inconsiderate. And those girls were not having it. It looked like an episode of Dr. Phil. They're, like, screaming and swearing at her and being like, we didn't do anything. Like, it's like, okay, even if it was an accident, at that point, you totally blew it. But she's like, whatever, okay, she's walking away, they're still screaming. And then one of the girls comes back, and she's standing there. She's like, how dare you accuse me? My dad will come tell you. She's, like, got the whole, like, hand thing going on, so I lost it. I'm sitting here like, thank God I've been working on my anger, because I'm holding my cane, and it was about to not go somewhere pretty. So now this part had to look hilarious, because there's all these half-naked women walking just into the woods. Like, it probably looked ridiculous. And we start getting into the woods, and then we start hearing, like, some light thunder. We can hear the sprinkling, but we're under the trees, so it's fine. And I'm sitting here like, oh, this is relaxing. Like, you know, I like the sound of this. Quickly, it turned. It was storming so hard. We had to yell to even talk to each other. People have, like, their heads covered with things. The one woman who went to talk to the kids, she has her baby with her. Like, this little boy named Hunter, she's got him in this little stroller, and there's a towel, and she's just under the stroller talking to him, and we're all like, what's going on? And Brandy's off, she's just running. She's like, I'm gonna go try to find somewhere clear, like, or somewhere covered, and we're just losing it. Because, you know, we're all dressed up, and we're all getting just soaking wet. And so, she's like, I think I found a place over here. Like, if we go off the path, under the trees, it might protect us a little bit. She's like, even with the rain, it could add to the shoot. Like, she was not ready to give up on the shoot. She was like, we're here, we're doing it. So then the woman with the baby was like, this isn't gonna fit under here, so we're gonna wait out here. Now, here's, like, the path. So we came in this way, and then we, like, went off the path here. For some reason, I think she went that way. I think she was just trying to find somewhere, you know, to cover them. Because at this point, the storm was getting crazy. Like I said, we had to scream to even, like, hear each other. And we're all trying to, like, huddle our stuff up, and it was a mess. But, so it didn't take long for Brittney to be like, alright guys, I can't even pull the camera out in this, like, it's bad. we're like, all right, we're gonna go. And everyone's trying to, like, get their stuff, and Brandy's like, guys, the camera case is soaking wet. Like, I don't know if the camera's gonna survive this by the time we get out. Can I put it in someone's bag? And we're all just walking away, and it took forever to realize that 2 people had plastic bags. Why don't we put the expensive camera with all the pictures on it in the plastic bags? But we finally did that, and then we get out, and we're like, wait a second, we lost the baby and the mom. Not just the baby. But we lost them. And at this point, I mean, it's hailing, and it's warm out, so it was so weird. The hail was probably about, like, this size, and again, we're, like, half naked, and you can barely see because the rain is so just, like, crazy. It's thundering, it's lightning, it's nuts. But we end up getting back under the little pavilion, and then we're like, okay, baby's still missing, and now they're in the storm, and they're in the woods, and we don't know what's going on.
My house either. I'm out. I got
Sydney.
I'll go get the clothes real quick.
Oh.
I took a bath. Thank you.
Well,
Lydia doesn't react to the rain either.
did go as planned.
Yeah, my dear.
So now at this point, people are just stripping. Like, people's boobs are out. No one cares at this point because we're all soaking wet. Like, my skirt I was wearing, it was completely wrapped around my leg because it was, like, mesh. And I was trying to pull it off and, like, unwrap it, but it was so wet that it just was stuck. And it was, like, cutting off circulation in my foot. I'm like, okay, not gonna work. And so I changed into this, like, lingerie red dress. And then some people, again, they're just stripping, trying to find anything at least somewhat dry, because we brought all of our extra clothes with us into the rain. And so now people are just stripping to go find this baby. They're, like, running back into the woods. Poor Brandy, she's like, guys, stop leaving, like, because one, she's just worried about everyone and trying to keep everyone together. And 2, I don't know if this part was going through her mind, but if something happened to us, I mean, she's the one who hosted this event. Like, I don't know if anything would fall back on her, and I doubt that that's what she was thinking about. She was more just concerned of, what do I do right now? But poor her, she's standing there just freaking out, and we're like, what do we do? Sydney and I are just standing there. And yeah, it was crazy, but long story short, the mom and the baby were fine. The baby was having the time of his life. Hunter's just sitting there. He's, like, kicking, he's laughing, he's playing with the towel, and we're like, whatever. He's happy, we're good. Like, and so obviously we ended up not doing the rest of that shoot or that shoot at all. And Brittney's like, I'll just reschedule it. Like, if you need a place to dry off, you can come to my house. And she's like, if not, then I'll just message you guys in the Facebook group and we'll get talking, and yeah. Because at this point, everyone's, like, grabbing their stuff and trying to leave. And so, yeah. If you were here just for, like, the adventure of video and the photo shoot, there's that. And now if you're curious about the continued adventures of Sydney and I trying to get home, then keep watching. So, this is where things really, like, became just a disaster. And one thing before I get into this, the whole time we're like, this is still fun. Like, this is, like, an amazing day. So throughout all of this, it was so fun. It was worth it. As horrifying as it became, it was worth it. So Sydney, you know, she has a car. She's got a short car. And we quickly learned that the roads were flooding. Because we went and we started hydroplaning and water was above her car, like, because it was splashing. And another car that was driving by probably thought it looked ridiculous because our car's just, like, gone. But anyways, so that's happening so many times. We were going, like, 30 or 40 on the expressway. Everyone's got their hazards on. You couldn't see anything out the window.
Yeah, I'm leaving the sound on for this one. Oh my gosh. Updated status. We have now pulled over on the side of the expressway with the hazards on, and everyone's driving with their hazards on because it's bad. Body positive photo shoot.
And then Cindy and I were trying to recap the night. We're like, what just happened? Did this happen? Like, this whole day has just been crazy. And so, and believe it or not, this is a short version of the story, but we were trying to, like, just recap the day, and Sydney does this little quotes thing. If someone says something funny or stupid, she'll write it down as a quote. And so I was telling the story like I just told you, and I was like, and everyone was stripping to find the baby, or stripping to save the baby, whatever it was. And instantly Sydney and I were both like, that's a quote. So she said to text it to her. I accidentally texted it in a group text with me, her, and our math teacher. Well, previous math teacher at the time. And so he's just like, what? And so I called him and I told him everything that was going on, and he's just like, okay. Because at this point, Sydney's makeup is down her face. Like, it's just straight up glitter. It's black. I'm in a see-through lace lingerie dress. We look like a bunch of crack whores. And we're just, like, traveling through, like, Battle Creek and Lansing, just like, hey, guys. So it was getting to the point where it was way too dangerous to drive. We couldn't see anything. And anytime a car somewhat bigger than us came, it would, like, push us off the road, because her car was, like, not touching the road at all. There was so much water. So we, like, went to a pet store, and she met one of her friends that she's known online for years, but has never actually met him. And coincidentally, we were only, like, 7 minutes away from him. So we went to the pet store and met him. So, hi, Ian. Hopefully we meet each other again when I'm not half naked. I'm trying to, like, huddle up in Sydney's coat, but she's super, super tiny. Like, she's just a really, really skinny person. So I'm, like, struggling just to keep it somewhat closed. There was no way I was buttoning it. Like, the bottom was open. It was just... Yeah, I'm still in those heels because my flip-flops are just soaking wet, like, because they're cloth. And so I'm in the heels, I'm soaking wet, Sydney's makeup's down her face. We hung out in this pet store, and I didn't even get to enjoy the pet store. It was such an amazing pet store, but again, when you're, like, half naked in a public building, it kind of catches you off guard. And it's nighttime at this point. Like, it's late. This has been an all-day adventure. It's getting dark out. It's just, yeah. So we're like, okay, we're gonna try again, and then it was bad. Like, we called my sister. We were asking about getting a hotel room for the night, because it was bad. Like, we were debating on just sleeping in a Walmart parking lot, because we're like, we were both dead set something was gonna happen on the way home. We both had that gut feeling. Obviously, we're fine. That still blows both of our minds. But we ended up then going to stay and hang out in a McDonald's for a while. And I made friends with one of the workers. She was singing in the bathroom. At this point, I gave up on caring. I was just trying to switch back into another outfit that was more dry. And so I'm just standing, like, I'm not even in a stall, because the stalls are covered. And I'm, like, sick of being in this outfit that's now soaking wet from going in parking lots. So I'm just stripping in the middle of the bathroom. Like, and the worker's just singing, I'm like, don't mind me, like, just, like, getting naked out here. And she's like, nah, you're good, honey.
So it is 11:19 right now, and I just got home. This has been one adventure of a day, but despite all of the mishaps towards the end, it was actually really, really, really fun, and I enjoyed myself. Now I'm going to bed, because it was a day.